What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is HireBunch of FireBunches. My name is Ram, and oh, look at my motion capture. And your helpful personal consultant for any questions in regards of job applications, job interviews, and also job layoff. Yep, I can help you guys with that. So welcome back to my channel for anyone that's returning audience, and also welcome to my channel for anybody who's new. Yes, that's you. And let's do the dance. All right, so before everything started, I'm gonna re-emphasize, re-interested about my channel on YouTube. For anyone who's not watching on YouTube right now, just make sure you go on YouTube and look for this icon as well as my channel name, HireBunch of FireBunches, right there, and look for my exclusive content. Okay, for any of you who's watching right now, it's the Beachwood or my satellite platforms. I do have authorized to the platform. Somebody else helped me on those platforms. But make sure you check my main channel, YouTube. And down below, I have my social platform link as well for Instagram, for showing off my development of my channel, between the scenes stuff, and also Twitter. I also have everyday tweets post about any helpful hints, tips, and other videos from other channels that might help you guys, okay? Make sure you check those. So, well, today's episode a little bit spicy and special. It's going to be one of my interview from the Giants, which I'll put link on the top, about Giants experts, specialists, or celebrities interview analysis or the reaction. But this episode is going to be a little spicy because we're going to have the infamous, and I wouldn't say notorious, but infamous Mia Khalifa for today's content. And I mean, she's been out there, she's been trending, and whatever the word you want to put on her, she's been doing it for a couple years, ever since she quit that industry. And one of the most contradictory thing was that she was doing this wearing hijab, right? That's Islamic costume. So yeah, I'm gonna put link below for her biographic on Wikipedia, but you guys can check it out. But so basically, I mean, today's episode, I'm gonna talk about two of her like reality show interview, like people actually interview her about her past, about her some of the contradictory topic about her career, and whatsoever everyone want to talk about it. But I'm not gonna, so please stay to the end of the video, because I'm gonna have some analysis about the two interviews, some question from the two interviews, and how these questions are gonna benefit you besides those spicy contents. So stay tuned today. We're gonna have wonderful episode with Mia Khalifa. She's gonna help us in some way. So there you go. This is the first interview that I'm going to talk about. Basically, this is a very formal, professional interview done by BBC HARDtalk. But so yeah. And before everything started, one thing I want to emphasize is that for such setup and scene that is actually going to asking about personal stuff, I had interview tips episode in the past. I guess 2 episodes earlier or in the past, talking about there's some questions that you can say no, I am not going to answer that. It's either inappropriate or it is illegal. So I'm going to put link on the top. Before watching Mia Khalifa video, you guys can check those. What are those questions? But for interview setup like this one, this is more like personal stuff, digging up. You cannot probably avoid those questions, so you have to face it. And but depending on how you react, you can actually write across it, or avoid it or redirect to the question to another one, which I already talked about in that episode. So make sure you check the link on the top for that question, interview question tips. So let's start with Mia Khalifa. First interview video is one of the most viewed interview on internet that I got. Okay, so I have subtitles on.
Welcome to HARDtalk. I'm Stephen Sanker. The human preoccupation with sex is nothing new, but the internet has made it so much easier to explore and exploit every shade of desire.
Right.
The online porn industry makes billions of dollars in profit every year, but the big winners are corporate players, not the women and men
Always.
performing the sex acts.
Yep.
Well, my guest today, Mia Khalifa, was briefly a porn actress. She garnered worldwide notoriety when she appeared in a sex video wearing Islamic hijab. After years of threats and insecurity, she's now speaking out. What does her story tell us about the porn industry and 21st century culture?
All right, cool. So I'm gonna stop here. So he's talking about like briefly about her backgrounds and how she got there, and what happened after she quit the industry. So you guys gonna find out from the link below for a Wikipedia page for her. But what I'm gonna do is I have found two set of questions between the two interviews that are pretty much the same, and we're gonna see how Mia Khalifa react to the two same set of questions and how she answered that. And we're gonna do a compare, and I'm gonna do an analysis. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm gonna jump to that question right now. We're gonna skip some of the questions. Okay, there you go.
This may seem bizarre.
Oh, there you go. Nah.
She was brought by her parents to the United States from Lebanon, her home country, schooled in the United States, clearly
Right.
smart, went to university in Texas, read history. How did you get
Mm-hmm.
involved with the sex film?
So how do you get involved with the career? Hey, remember, right? Hey, remember we have that before.
I don't think low self-esteem discriminates against anyone. It doesn't matter if you come from a great family or if you come from a not so great background. I struggled my entire childhood with weight, and I never felt attractive or worthy of male attention. And suddenly, my first year of college, I started losing all this weight from making small changes. And by the time I graduated, I was ready to make a bigger difference. I felt extremely self-conscious about my breasts because that was the first thing to go when I lost all the weight. I lost about 50 pounds. I don't know how many kilos that is, or stones.
Well, it's a considerable amount of work.
Yeah,
It changed you a lot. It changed you physically.
completely. So my biggest insecurity was my breasts. So I wanted to more or less go back to what they normally were. And once I did that, I started garnering all of this attention from men, and I was never used to it. And I felt like unless I held on to it and kind of did what was asked of me or what was expected of me, it would go away. And after feeling what it was like, that validation and the compliments for the first time, I did not want that to go away.
All right, great. So that's one part of her story, one version of story, that how she got into the industry. Okay, now we listen to another one, but first of all, we do the briefly.
Ever get recognized in the grocery store? Yes, I don't leave my house. I get followed. I get followed to my car. I get grabbed by men who think.
Okay, so this is another interview, which doesn't actually have a brief interest, but yeah, we're gonna jump on the question, similar question, that she's talking about her history. Let's see.
For people who don't know, you used to be in the adult industry. So how did you get into that? I think that the reason I went into it is because I had very low self-esteem, and when I started getting some validation from the people who were working there, I felt like I needed to do everything to hold on to that. Yeah. Which is why I did it more than once. Like it wasn't just a one video thing. Granted, I was only in it for a couple months, but a couple months is a long time, especially in that industry. It just took me a while to come to my senses and realize that this is going to damage me extremely. What was the moment where you came to your senses about it?
All right, so that's about that question. I don't know about you guys, but to me, the two different interviews we have right here, and for the same set of question about how do you get into the industry, I feel like she has a little slightly different version of answers, right? But to us, this is definitely a no-no. So if you were asked same questions on two different interviews, but you going to give out a similar question or to the answer to the similar question, you stick to this like similar answers. Not gonna be different versions, but you can slightly change the wording. But Professional wise, you have to stick with the same answers, okay? But I'm gonna put link below for these two interviews so you guys can check out. And at the meantime, for choosing why you choose your career right now as interview question preparation tips, check a link about on the top, the video top, about why you choose this career video that I make to help you guys prepare this interview question professionally and formally and smartly. Okay, now we go to the next question about money. I'm pretty sure everyone's very interested in how much she make. But yeah, these two, this is also another question that I found actually shows up on these two interviews. Let's see, I think it's right here.
I asked her, I'm like, how
The financial side of it is extraordinary too. You, after you made the video that I want to talk about in a moment, which involved you wearing the Islamic dress, the hijab, you, for a time, were the #1 most popular porn actress on Pornhub, which is this aggregator site for porn that is wildly popular throughout the world, it seems. And you were getting hundreds of millions of views. And yet, despite that, in the porn world stardom, you were paid a grand total for all the 12 sex videos you made. You were paid a grand total of $12,000 US. And yet you made millions and millions of dollars for both Bang Bros, the company that you worked with, and Pornhub, the aggregating site. How could that be?
that's just how it is. I'm not the only one who was singled out by this. It's not like I had a terrible contract or a terrible manager. Not that I didn't have a manager or an agent.
At all?
No.
No advisors, nothing at all?
No. And
you were 21, you were barely out of childhood,
yeah,
frankly.
no. I mean, the human brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. So my decision-making part of my brain still needed forming. There was no one to tell me what to do or
This
to
is
say this is
important
wrong.
about the nature of the porn business, because you make a video, it lives forever online, and the more popular it gets, the more hits it gets. And we're not just talking about the United States. It's many of your...
All right, I think that's pretty off the question up. But yeah, they were mentioned about she had 12 videos out there, that kind of spicy videos, and she only made $12,000 for herself. However, she helped those video helped the company, the agent, made billions of dollars. So is it worth it? I mean, I will leave up to you guys because I'm not gonna make any comments. But this is a question about somebody's previous salary with previous employment. So that's very typical question in both setup, interviews or this one, job interview or this one. So yeah. And let's see about this one and talk about the money. I believe it's right there. Yep. Oh, okay. We got a label here.
It comes from within and believing yourself and loving who you are.
Okay.
Not from men or other people telling you you're beautiful. Right. And I read you only made $12,000 from it before taxes. Before taxes. Yes. Oh my gosh, you did what, like 12 videos? Yes. I feel like a lot of your criticizers have been from girls in the porn industry. Is that correct? Yes. They do not like me. And why? I think it's because they look at it like I'm taking for granted what they've been working all their life for, and this was handed to me, and I just threw it away, and now I talk bad about it. But like, didn't you have the right to your opinion? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fun.
Bashing girls who do it.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, both interview talking about first of all the why she chooses this career, and she gave us a little slightly different versions between the two interviews, right? Which is not typically professional for you guys to go on the interview battlefield and answer the similar question. I would stick with the same answers to the similar question. And secondly, they were talking about the money, talking about the previous jobs, how much she paid. I'll leave up to you guys about judgment. But for us, I actually have a wonderful video about the job salary expectations. So make sure you check up on the top right there about that video. I'll make sure to post up right there. But yeah. So I would like to thank you, Mia Khalifa, for brave enough to make these two interviews. Actually, just two of the hundreds of interviews she had been made ever since she quit the prom industry. But I believe this is something you guys can dig up to if you're interested. But for us, I have picked up these two questions, and I hope this make you guys a wonderful example about how celebrity answer formal interview questions in their way. But so I would like to, if I were you guys, make sure you check out my other videos, especially the 100 interview question challenges and also other playlists that might be helpful for you guys. So again, like, dislike, make sure you guys comment, and if you like it, subscribe and share to someone else who's needed. And I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. Peace out.